This morning I'm with Damon. Damon is with Braun and Butler Construction. Braun and Butler, by the way, is celebrating 39 years as a local construction company here in Austin, Texas. So that's an awesome thing to celebrate. Damon, what you're doing now with your drone, this is new technology to the construction industry that wasn't there 39 years ago when Braun and Butler started. So tell me a little bit about what your role is as a drone pilot for Braun and Butler.
So for the company, I'll take this out to job sites and we'll look at kind of work in progress, what's going on. It's a great way to connect us to the client because they can really see what's going on. You'll see people out there working, you'll see machinery out there working, and in some cases you get a view of the project you just can't get from the ground. You know, how big something is, how much work is really involved in putting in a foundation. And then towards the end of the project too, you also get to see the framing going up, the steel that's going up. And as we finish out the outside, you just get really unique perspectives. They're not all the way up in the sky from an airplane that gets too far away. This is something up close, personal, where you can really almost like touch the building. And it's a great way to connect us to the client and to their project and see how great those things are coming.
All right, I'm here this morning with Cesar Gonzalez. And Cesar, you are part of the VDC team for Rogers O'Brien, and VDC is virtual design and construction, right?
Yes. There are a couple of different, ways to become a drone pilot. For us, for commercial use, that's where the licensing comes in. So I'm a Part 107 licensed drone pilot, and basically it's just for commercial use. One of our coworker here at Rogers O'Brien, James Holmes, who has been in charge of everything drone related, and he himself kind of gets a group of us, has all the study material that he finds online, has done himself, and kind of hands it out to each one of us. It's a booklet, online learning tutorials, and that's how we study. And then preparing us for the final test for that Part 107, and it's a series of questions just kind of revolving how to use the drone, weather conditions, map awareness, map usage, and kind of getting a general knowledge just to be able to be licensed to be able to go out there and use the drones. We have minimum 1 to 2 licensed drone pilots per project.
I started doing this when I came to the company, so I've been doing this just for a couple years. They've had this tool though available to them for probably 5 or 6 years, as far as other folks in the company that have taken them out and done it. So we've had it for probably six years.
You said you took a test.
Mm-hmm.
That's a federal test, and
Yes.
Did you study or take any online training before you took that test?
I did. There's a lot of free information out there as far as test preparation goes, and then you have to sign up for an exam at an FAA facility. In my case, I went to Georgetown Airport, and they have testing facilities there, computer, online, and sign up for the course. They give you, I think, 3 hours to take the exam. And then you'll know immediately after that whether or not you passed it. And then in a little bit, you'll get your FAA license card in the mail.
What are some of the uses for your videos?
Yeah, of course. So during construction, progress is the biggest one. For the owner, we'll go out there before, get a couple of drone flights, screenshots, and we can incorporate that into logistics, into any sort of video, plop a model in there and be like, okay, this is what the site looks like now. And then this is what it would look like with the finished building. And just being able for them to see from, it can be the smallest details to once they actually see the building there and be like, oh, maybe I don't want this necessarily here. Maybe we can shift this, maybe we can, but having that kind of future awareness, it's a weird way of putting it, but I kind of guess it kind of makes sense. Just being able to see the building, and we can show it at any sort of progress, whether it's just the structure, with our finished building, all architecturally, within the site, parts of the site, zoom in and out, and use all that drone imagery to kind of help us out and work with that with the clients.
Well, before I got into construction, I was in the Army. I was a Black Hawk pilot, so this looks nothing like a Black Hawk. But the FAA, as far as their training goes and licensing goes, a lot of the stuff that you have to do as a fixed wing pilot or rotary wing pilot, there's still some of that transitions over. So licensing wise was pretty easy as far as the exam goes. But in a commercial setting, that gives you that awareness that you have to have as far as running the wires, looking out for people, what you can and can't do with it, and in that respect then reduces the overall exposure of the company if something goes wrong, and to make sure that you're staying in compliance with FAA as far as operation of these things are in a commercial environment.
What do you love about construction generally?
I like being outdoors. I like seeing something getting built. As a project manager, I'm not out there necessarily swinging a hammer, but I do get involved in different parts that are going on. So, rather than just sitting around an office all day, I love the fact that I can go out, be involved in a project, interact with different people that are very technically smart, electricians, plumbers, framers, and understand what they do and see how it all comes together into a fully furnished building, just like the AJC building. Construction is always a growing business. There's never not construction going on anywhere. If you like being outside, you like to talk to people, you like to figure out problems, and you like to see results of your work in a physical entity, then construction's for you.